Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in because we're on the third season of Game of Thrones and it is already so very good. And to add on to that, it's a stormy fall day here in Oklahoma and that seems like the perfect setting for the perfect show and the perfect time to get lost in the most brutally beautiful show that there is out there. Before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell, and if you want the full length watch along, the link for Patreon is going to be down in the description. But for now, let's get into Dark Wings, Dark Words. Since the first season, I have forgotten to pay attention to the maps as much. First season, I was a bit obsessed, and they didn't change much then. That did say Dragonstone. Something about that looked a bit different. Gulf of Grief. You know what I can't stop thinking about from the last episode? Those, what were they called? The warriors that they introduced to her. Where he cut his nipple off. Oh my gosh, she looks so much older. Obviously, this isn't real, but this has to be a dream because he's walking. How many times have we seen this bird with a third eye? And the fact that it has 3 eyes. You know? You know what they say about the third eye.
Don't think too much, Bran.
Relax your bow arm.
He's got...
And which one of you was a marksman at 10?
Father.
Who's this?
Can't kill it, you know.
Why not?
Because the raven is you.
What? And who told him that?
Hold on.
It's all right.
The raven is him. We've seen him see this raven in how many of these types of dreams that he's having? Dreams, for lack of a better term.
No, three-eyed raven. He's back. I tried to kill it, but I couldn't. There was a boy.
I don't want to hear about it. We've got plenty of worries. We don't need to pour black magic on top of them.
Black magic.
Dreams.
I know you didn't, little lord. We need to move.
She thinks his dreams are black magic.
I don't know who might be after us.
No one.
Because of what happened with the sea dream. And then Theon and them crashing in.
Three-eyed raven tell you?
No.
Some good hears then. I don't know what other people know and what they don't. I only know the wall is a long way off.
Yeah, they just have to keep moving, don't they?
Grim, bearded, stinking barbarians that would row across the narrow sea and steal us from our beds.
Did you ever think you'd marry one?
I never thought I'd marry anyone at all. Not until I met the king of the grim, bearded, stinking barbarians.
I'm still obsessed with their love story, and I probably always will be.
Pardon me, your grace, my queen.
Because it's so passionate.
Word from Riverrun and Winterfell.
We'll travel to the funeral together. Lord Bolton will garrison here until we return.
Will I be wearing manacles when I lay my father to rest? Something else?
Oh, I thought she was talking about something else.
By the time Bolton's bastard got to Winterfell, the Ironborn were gone. They massacred everyone and put the castle to the torch. And Bran and Rickon have not been found.
That's the worst news.
Or Theon may have taken them back to the Iron Islands as hostages.
Have you received any demands?
No.
Have you heard anything?
And the only person who knew that they were safe that could have gotten word out is gone. So they're gonna have no clue where those boys are. Who has him tied up, though?
Where am I?
Do we feel bad? I don't.
Who are you?
Says something about what the show does to you. I mean, like, if you can kill Ned Stark in front of me, you can definitely kill Theon. You know, and the Golden Crown episode is still one of my favorite moments in TV history because I hated her brother.
I'm here to take you to King's Landing and bring back Lady Stark's daughters in exchange. You know, it doesn't matter how loyal a servant you are.
No one enjoys the company.
How has she not killed him by now with him just...
People have been serving me since I was born. You think Lady Stark's going to want a giant toe-headed plank following around for the rest of her life?
Oh my gosh, see? Off with his head.
If Lady Stark is unhappy with any aspect,
She has so much restraint.
I'm sure she'll let me know. She's an honest woman.
And she's very loyal.
How did you come into Lady Stark's service? That's something we could talk.
I love that she's got him on a leash. Somebody needed to.
How do you know?
Because I visited Winterfell. Noticed your dour head smacking into the archways.
Were you pledged to Stannis?
Godsnake.
Ah, Renly. He wasn't fit to rule over anything more important than a 12-course meal.
Shut your mouth.
I knew him far better than you.
I knew him as well as anyone. As a member of his King's Guard, he trusted me with everything.
She's so loyal to Renly.
I did not fancy him.
God, you did.
I don't feel like she fancied him. She really, really liked that man.
His proclivities were the worst kept secret at court. It's a shame the throne isn't made out of cocks. They'd have never got him off it. Don't blame him.
That's what made her lose restraint?
Don't get the juice who we love.
Where are you headed, then? River Run. Staying off the King's Road, are you? Meaning no offence, milady, but I wouldn't tangle with you.
He knows who I am.
Doesn't.
Maybe you're right. What if you're not? What if you tell someone?
We're not doing it. He's an innocent man.
More in...
Oh, he wants her to kill him?
Make it tighter here.
That's better.
I said no flowers. All these are wrong. Bring others.
Yes, Your Grace.
What a horrid boy.
On the king.
It's like a Tyrell rose. Give it to Margaery for her wedding gown. Should be more than enough fabric. Tell me what you think of her. Margaery.
She's an ideal match. The Tyrells beside us.
Does he have any, feelings other than hate?
Sow their fields with salt, and no one will think of rebelling for another century.
It is a good match, but what do you think of her?
What do you have against her?
Concern with the well-being of the common people is interesting.
Up to me.
I only meant that to go out of your way to endanger yourself.
Become.
Oh my gosh, why does she have a problem with that?
She married Renly Baratheon because she was told to. That's what intelligent women do. What they're told.
You need to ask yourself what
I don't need to do anything.
So she thinks that she has ulterior motives. Okay, I'm okay with it. As long as she screws you all over.
Better.
I mean, she might have ulterior motives, but cool with that.
Takes an interest because he loved my mother.
Men only want one thing from a pretty girl.
Littlefinger is not in love with me.
Love is not the thing he wants.
He's too old.
They never see it that way.
She's giving her some real knowledge right now, ain't she?
Didn't ask you to do something for him, buy on someone, or...
No.
Littlefinger ain't doing nothing without gaining something from it. She's right.
Or touch you.
I want you to tell me.
Why? What will you do?
I will make him stop.
I believe her.
Dolores Tyrell, my lady.
Send him in.
My sister Margaery invites you to take the air with her and our grandmother, the Lady Olenna, in the gardens. May I escort you to them?
Where's Margaery went with her, though? And now that she's not with Joffrey, I'm concerned. I really am concerned for her well-being. What do they need her for?
You probably don't remember the first time we met. At the Hands Tourney, you gave me your favor.
I remember that.
Of course I did. Take my leave. Lady Sansa?
Come.
Cersei doesn't like the way she dresses, but I love her dresses. I love how the color complements her, too.
Robert has 2 sons and Renly has an older brother. How can he possibly have any claim to that ugly iron chair? Stayed well out of all this, if you ask me. But once the cow's been milked, there's no...
She's just spilling what she thinks, huh? We knew her for 20 seconds.
What do you say to that, Sansa? Should we have some lemon cakes?
Lemon cake's my favorite.
So we've been told. Are you going to bring the food, or do you mean to starve us to death? Come sit with me. I'm much less boring than these others.
Yeah, she's not boring. I'll give her that.
No great pleasure, believe me. Ponderous oaf. His father was an oaf as well. My husband, the late Lord Luther. They say he was looking up at the sky and paying no mind to where his horse was taking him. Now, I want you to tell me the truth.
Okay.
About this royal boy, this Joffrey. Who else would know better? We've heard some troubling tales.
She said, tell me what you know, girl.
Has this boy mistreated you? Has he ripped out your tongue?
I kind of like her.
As brave as a lion.
Yes, all Lannisters are lions. And when a Tyrell farts, it smells like a rose.
I like her. That line right there.
I'm to be his wife. I only want to know what that means.
That means he's crazy. And he's a twerp.
Bring me some cheese.
The cheese will be served after the cakes, my lady.
The cheese will be served when I want it served.
Yeah, I believe you. I want to be like her when I grow up. That's how you command a room. Demand your space.
We're only women here. Tell us the truth. No harm will come to you.
My father always told the truth.
Mm.
He promised he would be merciful and he cut my father's head off. And he said that was mercy. And he took me up on the walls and made me look at it.
He did do that. Ugh.
Go on.
I can't. I never meant. My father was a traitor. My brother as well.
She accidentally slipped. That mask came off for a brief moment.
She's terrified, Grandmother. Just look at her.
Speak freely, child.
I feel like she could speak freely there. I don't know why I believe it.
He's a monster.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Lord Oaf of Highgarden is determined that Margaery shall be queen. Even so, we thank you for the truth. Here comes my cheese.
I hope that she doesn't get in trouble for saying he's a monster. Because her response was, well, that's a pity. I don't know. It's like this show makes me second guess everybody in every interaction because people keep flipping. Or there's so many people with ulterior motives that I just didn't see coming sometimes.
You don't have enough to make a difference.
Have you lost faith in our cause?
If it's revenge, still got faith in it. We've got half the men.
You don't think we can win?
Yeah, I speak my mind, Your Grace.
Have you not been speaking yet?
I think you lost this war the day you married her.
Why? Why? Huh. Why would she have had any effect on anything?
May I help you, Lady Stark?
No.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have.
You can't help because a mother makes one for her children to protect them. Only a mother can make them.
We've seen her make those. Remember when Bran had first fallen from the thing? She had made so many of those from the tower. Sorry.
Did they work?
After a fashion.
They haven't worked. Your kids are everywhere.
Many years before that, one of the boys came down with a pop. Mr. Lewin said if he made it through the night, he'd live. So I sat with him all through the darkness.
Oh.
Listened to his ragged little breaths, his coughing, his whimpering.
That would be so hard.
Which boy? Jon Snow.
What?
When my
Oh.
husband brought that baby home from the war, I couldn't bear to look at it. So I prayed to the gods, make him die.
What?
And I knew I was the worst woman who ever lived. A murderer. I'd condemned this poor...
She hated him that much?
All because I was jealous of his mother.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible.
So I prayed to all 7 gods. Let the boy live. And I'll love him. I'll be a mother to him. I'll beg my husband to give him a true name. To make him one of us. And he lived. And I couldn't keep my promise.
Oh. What a complex story.
All this horror that's come to my family. It's all because I couldn't love a motherless child.
There were so many different feelings that I experienced when she told that story. Like, how could she pray for a baby's death? How she felt remorse and wanted him to live, but then still never loved that boy. And now she blames all her misfortunes on that. She was mean to him when we did see her interact with him in the first season.
The Hallfoots hate the Ice River clans. Everyone hates the cave people. So, I told them we were all going to die if we don't get south, because that's the truth.
This is survival. This isn't camaraderie. This isn't humans coming together. This is humans trying to survive. He said it's 7 different types of clans that all hate each other.
What's wrong with him?
He's a warg. He can enter the mind of animals, see through their eyes. He's scouted for us.
What?
Never met a warg.
Never even heard of that. And I love fantasy. That's so cool. His eyes. Oh, that's so cool.
Where were you this time?
The Fist of the First Men.
What did you see?
Dead crows.
What's the matter, Piggy? You crying because you're cold?
So they're not safe.
There's 200 brothers killed by dead men, and you're still here, whimpering. That seem fair to you?
Oh. I've already lost crows, is what I gather.
Why don't you lie down and rest for a while, eh? You know you want to.
He barely even gave him a second glance.
You know, Sam. No.
Of course, if you don't stop, you'll probably die too.
You don't care.
You're gonna die either way.
When the White Walkers came, you left me.
We left you. You're fat.
They did. They took off running.
We didn't want to die.
He's being honest. He said we didn't want to die and you couldn't keep up.
Just get him up. Why? So the rest of us can die.
Y'all tell me y'all wouldn't have ran off too? Really?
Is he all right?
I think so.
If he can't, we may as well just go without
That's
him.
enough. I forbid you to die. Do you hear me? You're responsible for it.
What am I supposed to do?
If he doesn't, you don't.
Oh no. Now this man has to be responsible. And you can tell he can't stand him.
I'm not down for you, piggy. You hear me?
Wouldn't you be mad though if you all of a sudden had to be responsible for somebody and it's already life or death? And it's this somebody who just wants to drag along and yeah.
Where's Rickon and Hodel? Looking for food.
I would just hate to be Bran in this situation and not feel like I could really protect myself or even run. This boy. And the wolf does not like him. I'm like leaning in trying to get a better look.
Not another step, boy.
I'm unarmed.
That was poor planning.
My sister carries the weapon.
Dang.
Drop the spear. Drop it.
And it's the same boy from his dream, or are they premonitions?
You must be Summer.
Why did we stop being vicious? Why is he okay with him?
I'm Jojen Reed. This is my sister, Mira. We've come a long way to find you, Brandon, and we have much farther to go.
Why do they want him?
He offered to kill any 3 people you wanted. All you had to do was give him the names. You could have picked King Joffrey.
Shut up.
Precisely.
Where are we going?
North.
If we were going north, we should have come to the Red...
He's questioning who she had murdered.
But now the rain is here. What's lurking behind
Saw.
that wall?
Somebody saw him.
Put the sword down, girl.
You go on down the road. Just keep on singing so we know where you are. Leave us be.
You're a dangerous person. I like dangerous people.
I think she is a bit dangerous and I like it.
My old friend, Sunshine.
What friends?
The fat one to your left and the lad beside him.
How can they see him? They're not scared.
3 young ones on the run, carrying castle-forged swords. You escaped from Harrenhal.
Who are you?
Thoros of Myr.
Observant.
Who do you fight for?
The Brotherhood without banners.
The Brotherhood without banners, that's new.
I want to hear how 2 boys and a very dangerous girl.
A very dangerous girl.
That's who the mountain them lot were looking for. They'll bring us back and put rats in us.
You've got nothing to fear from us, son. The Lords of Westeros want to burn the countryside.
That's who they were looking for, he said. Okay.
Now, come on. We'll talk some more over brown bread and stew.
The people who were being tortured, they were asking questions over this.
Here's the thing, fat boy. When I'm done talking, that arrow's falling down on your fat head because I'm done talking.
Ah! Shoot. And it would have hit him in the head.
Half the country's starving, and look at this one.
I love any scene with him. He's such a complex character as far as where loyalties lie. It's where his loyalties lie and what's right and wrong. You so see his struggle. He's so unappreciative, and he's a phenomenal actor. He's so unappreciated. I'm sorry.
My father does not make idle threats. Having you killed would be the high point of his week. You have to be absolutely certain.
And I just love the way he looks at her.
I'm worried about Sansa. When she spoke with Lord Baelish, his friend warned me about him.
Baelish doesn't have friends.
He doesn't.
I try to know as many people as I can. Never know which one you'll need.
She's a whore.
Yes, well, we shouldn't be judging these things. Oh, please. All right, yes. Once. Twice. But since I met you, my lady, I've been with no one else.
He's been an honest man since he's met her. As honest as he can be.
Not as much as I like you, obviously, or she'd be the one torturing me right now.
Great beauty.
Yes, she is, objectively.
She's beautiful.
To other men and to women, people in general.
Why is she getting so upset?
You pervert. You want her? This child.
I don't even want to talk about her.
He said she was a beauty.
This is cruel and unfair. Cruelly unfair.
So cruel to me.
Yes.
Now, do you think I'm cruel?
Only if you stop. You've come to a dangerous place. Full of dangerous people.
He forgot about the dangerous people for a moment, didn't he?
Lady Tyrell, my king.
Send her in.
Him and that crossbow.
Just wanted to make sure you had everything you need before I left.
I have everything I could want.
How are you finding life in the capital?
He's actually kind to her. The most kind we've seen him be.
No place for a lady.
And the bedside of a traitor? Is that a place for a lady?
Your Grace. I tried to do my duty as a wife.
What was your duty to this traitor as you saw?
I just said he was kind of nice to her.
To provide him with children.
You failed to do this. Why?
She can't tell you that.
I do beg your pardon. The subtleties of politics are often lost on me.
His mom got in his head.
Suggested something that sounded very painful and couldn't possibly result in children. Maybe the fault was with me, maybe...
No, that's easy to put together. That's so easy to put together.
It's such a relief to hear you say so, Your Grace.
I've considered making his perversion punishable by death.
As is your right.
Oh, you're terrible.
It's beautiful. Will you show me how it works?
You use this lever to draw the string. The bolt goes here, and then you just aim.
I don't know, crossbow is actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty dang cool. I've never seen how it works.
I know a hunt is no place for a woman,
It's
but...
not unheard of. Do you want to hold it?
May I? Please.
She is so good with him because she's so playing into his ego. Purposely, I believe. She's a smart girl.
Squeeze your finger here and watch something die over there.
Could you do?
Oh, she's speaking his language.
Could you kill something?
I don't know, Your Grace. Do you think I could?
Yes.
Would you like to watch me?
Yes.
I don't think we need those two toxic. That was a weird moment. Like he got something out of her talking about killing something.
I took it to bring glory to my house and my father.
That's the truth though. He needed that.
What are you doing? I'll tell you anything.
Is the tightening of the bolt stretching him? Because he's bleeding.
Your sister sent me. Yara.
His sister sent somebody to help?
I'll come for you tonight when the castle's asleep.
Please, no, please don't leave me. Please.
I really didn't think Sis would send anybody for him because she don't act like she gives a dang about him.
Rickon, stay with us. It's all right. The walls will protect him.
It's like Bran and that wolf have a communication system.
You can get inside his head, see through his eyes.
Really?
That's how it begins until you learn to control it. You're a warg.
Oh, sorry.
Sometimes in my dreams...
Because like so many things are clicking together. I'm like, yeah, he is.
Does it have anything to do with warging?
No, the Raven is something different, something deeper.
Yeah, what is it then?
Seeing things that haven't happened yet.
Things that are happening right now, thousands of miles away.
When my father died, I dreamt it.
You didn't dream it, you saw it.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Your father is Halland Reed. Saved my father's life during the rebellion.
Father told you about the rebellion. Mine never did.
There's a big connection here then.
What else have you seen?
The only one thing that matters. You.
I love that this is where we're going with this storyline. And his connection with the animals and the premonitions that he's had. I find it so intriguing.
How did 3 young persons such as yourselves, untrained in the art of war, escape from Harrenhal?
Yeah. How are you going to explain that?
Fought your way out of Harrenhal, I see.
He knows how to use a sword, and so do I. My brothers taught me.
She doesn't back down, and I dig it. Bold, girl. Come on, you can't pull a sword on him and then get it knocked out of your hand like that quick.
To your brothers.
You can finish your meals before you go. It may be a while before you see another.
You'll free us?
I give you my word.
Wow.
Before you go, allow me to raise your cup.
Knew it was gonna be the Hound because of the size. How in the world did they get him?
A pretty prize, lads. Go.
Oh.
What in seven hells are you doing with the Stark bitch?
Dang. Run. Shoot. She's tried so much for her face to not be seen.
Gambler's heart. Wouldn't have guessed.
Be quick about it.
Just hurry up and get across. It's a beautiful bridge, isn't it?
Get up.
Have these. Get on your feet.
Gonna get them seen.
I never used to get corns. Of course, I used to ride everywhere. Or march around like a common foot.
See.
It's ruined. There's no way.
Shoot! Does he still have on cuffs, though?
I never understood why some knights felt the need to carry two swords.
That was honestly very quick of him. Very impressive.
Ooh.
How much can he do in cuffs, though?
Well, a great beast of a woman.
But we know he's a great fighter, so... Yeah, I would be worried if he pulled a sword on me. I would be worried if anybody pulled a sword on me, but I'm saying even if I had her skill, I'd be concerned. It's impressive.
If you kill me, you failed Lady Stark. But if you don't kill me, I'm going to kill you.
Dang. She's still so loyal to the job that she's just not going to go ahead and kill him. Love a good backhand. Yes, honey. Sorry. You did get him noticed. You son of a gun.
It's like your woman's getting the better of you, if you can call that a woman.
We enjoy a good fight.
They're so rude.
Blade man of House Bolton.
You sure he's the one? That's him, all right. I saw him fight at the tourney for Sir Willem Frey's wedding. Give the man his silver.
That was the man that he said you should have killed because he saw them.
And let him go. He'll be taking it right off. I'd rather he takes yours.
That was Jaime's fault. Well, no, it wasn't. He told her to kill that guy. Wow. So many moving parts. And it's crazy because we don't even check in with every storyline every episode, right? And you feel like you're going to miss it because you want to check in, like what's happening with the dragons. But because all the other storylines are so good and are so intricate as far as like, especially Bran, right? As far as only having a few storylines in an episode and not getting to explore them all, you're okay with it because you get so much. Bran's story, I think it's so cool, the little breadcrumbs we got to him being, and forgive me for not knowing how to pronounce it yet because I've never heard this term, even though Love and Fantasy, I don't know if this is something that was developed specifically in this show or if this is in other books. So the warg, I think that's how he pronounced it, where they can kind of have the sight through animals. It just makes so much sense because you're replaying all the scenes and that it's so incredible. So I can't wait to see where that goes. And then, of course, Joffrey and Margaery. I don't know. And I'm going to stay skeptical about all of that and about her. I'm going to stay skeptical about her because I'll just like go all in and love somebody and then they'll wind up betraying them. So I've learned to be a little bit more smarter with who I'm invested in and with my emotions, okay? So I don't know. I'm skeptical about her and we're going to keep it that way. But Lady Stark, from loving her to being angry with her to second guessing her, I don't know. She's a character that I feel like I've been like all over the board with, and I'm surprised about that. So I'm ready to get into the next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn your post notification bell, and if you want the full length watch along, the link for Patreon is going to be down in the description. For now, let's go out in this beautiful world. Let's spread some light. Let's spread some love, and if we can, let's make somebody smile. Bye, y'all.